today we're looking at action step number 10, deliver your signature communication plan, which is the last action step within our Brand Yourself the Expert training. So your goal for your personal brand should be to leverage your current professional profile and position your personal brand strategically and systematically as the expert in your field, so you can build a powerful personal brand, create and attract opportunities, develop a personal brand that reflects your potential, capabilities, and your goals. Differentiate your brand as well as brand yourself as the expert in your field. So I'm Rachel Quilty. I am a brand strategist. I'm also the author of the book Brand Yourself. If you're paying attention, we are referencing this free resource, Brand Yourself Blueprint. It is our prerequisite to all of our trainings. All of our clients and students have completed it, so it's a must-do. So my mission is to assist you to strategically and systematically build your professional profile to enable you to leverage your personal brand and position yourself as the authority in your marketplace or field. So there's one thing that I want you to get from all of these trainings, and that is that personal branding is a prerequisite to success. If you look at any iconic personal brand, you'll realize that there's personal branding, there's big branding principles or big business branding principles that have been applied to their personal brand. And so if you're not paying attention to your personal brand and building it systematically and strategically, then you may miss the opportunities that can be presented when you are. Okay, as if you remember in the movie Captain America, so Steve Rogers was initially rejected, and then he was ultimately he was injected with the super soldier serum, and so he became Captain America. It doesn't matter who you are, once you add this super soldier serum, you can really start positioning and building your platform as an authority brand in your marketplace. And so today we're looking at delivering your signature communication plan. And to kind of underscore why it's so important that you focus on your communication plan is this idea that there's a direct correlation between your market share and your brand awareness. And the greater your brand name awareness, the greater the market share. Hence why big brands will advertise and spend enormous amounts of money on advertising. So brand awareness equals market share. So think about that. How are you presenting your brand in the marketplace? So your brand communication plan must include your brand awareness campaigns and must capture your marketing plans. And you might be saying, well, what's the difference? And the marketing plan is really, it includes the calls to action where you're actually converting sales. You're really trying to engage and convert your prospects or your clients or your customers. Okay, so we know that we require a significant number of customer touch points, whether conscious or unconscious, prior to a customer becoming a client. And we need to be thinking, we create our marketing plan, we looked at that in our Brand Yourself action plan, and we do deliver a communication plan, but it must, like I said, incorporate your marketing plan as well as this brand awareness campaign. Because if you just launch a marketing plan without this brand awareness and sufficient customer touch points, you're going to fail. So your marketing plan, if you recall your marketing plan, they generally contain your situational analysis, your target audience, your goals, strategies and tactics, and also your budget. So I love doing marketing plans. I love doing situational analysis because we talked about our signature business model, how we need to be making sure that we are taking our clients on this purchasing journey that initially introduces your client to the company or your business or yourself in a soft, gentle manner in which they can actually build rapport and trust and determine who you are and whether they like you, whether they want to do business with you, etc., or spend time with you. And so the idea is that we actually take them on this journey where we introduce them gradually to greater risks. So, there's no risk attached to a free product. So they get to know your business. And then they can make a small purchase where they get to know what your products look like and what your checkout system is and how you process their money and whether you're trustworthy, etc. And you obviously we move on to mid-priced, high-priced and premium-priced products as a result of going through that sales funnel, or as I call it, your client brand journey. So in the back of our minds, as we're thinking about our brand communication plan, you can see this is really, we're talking about some really high level kind of training here about your brand communication plans. And this is really just a snippet of the content that we deliver within our 2-hour trainings. And then you have to go and do some work as well to tailor that to your business. So product awareness. There's a common perception that a better known product is a better product, whether it is or it isn't. So think about that. You often see the top people in your marketplace are often those who advertise. They're not necessarily the best, but they have become recognized as an authority or number one spot. So our idea is that we need to be thinking about how we can promote our brand awareness sufficiently to knock them off their top spot, if that's the case. So the aim here, as Peter Drucker said, is the aim of marketing is to know and understand the customer so well the product or service fits and sells itself. And that's why you're tailoring and creating a signature client journey is so important. So let's move forward as we're talking about our brand communication plan. To create engagement, you must build awareness and then desire. So we talk about in movies, there's generally a 9 to 12 week promotion campaign, TV series that might be 9 weeks. And they're getting longer because we know the longer the highway or longer the runway, the higher we fly. So the better our launch. So personal brands will often share the journey of the launch from concept and commercialization. And so you'll often see some of the bigger names in marketing and training creating fairly long campaigns to launch their products. Your marketing plan, which is incorporated into your brand communication plan, must firstly have a message to market match. We've talked about that. It must recognize your brand identity, your brand message, your brand channel. It must be aligned to your brand offering and your target audience. And there's a lot of training that we provide around that. Secondly, you need to incorporate sufficient brand awareness, like we talked about, before we have those significant calls to action. We need to promote brand awareness. Think with Google talks about, up to 400 engagements or contacts with a customer before they are likely to become a client. And so, like I said, conscious or unconscious. So we also need to be thinking, as we're creating our communication plan, our neuroscience, our consumer behavior, and those psychological triggers, which we often reference Robert Cialdini's work influence, but there's a lot more than just. Your marketing plan, or any marketing, should communicate your promise and your mission, highlight your key attributes, reinforce your message, efficiently and effectively reach your target audience, make a positive impact, and invite action. Lastly, I go beyond that to look at your personal brand marketing blend, which is those 4 key points, but we also look at these secret ingredients. This is the super soldier serum, the preparedness, pre and post product sale, positioning, determining your platform and your packaging. And we've kind of hit those points within what I call those 12 principles that underpin a personal brand legacy, which is how we've created our product, our business model, as well as our signature series of products. So about those positioning platforms: keynote speaker, author, columnist, online media expert, media personality, television, radio, might be YouTube, online web celebrity. Choose any social media platform to become that. Marketplace platform specialist, Spotify, Etsy, Pinterest. You could become a resource for your industry, or you simply could become a social media guru where you're actually just dominating over social media. And when you've chosen those platforms and where you're going to focus your attention, it's important that that will inform your brand communication plan. So people just dive into brand communication plans, and it's like, well, how does that tailor to your platform? We talked about podcasting previously, so your platform is dominating platform, podcasts across multiple platforms, like podcasting platforms. Clearly your communication brand plan is going to be very different. Also, is your business model and your marketing plan may be very different, because you might actually instead of promoting it across hundreds of thousands of people, you might actually go and become a guest on another podcast, or you might offer opportunities to interview other podcasters, and suddenly you can promote your brand on a podcast and build an audience that way. So it just depends. Like your platform is really important. Likewise, connecting with your target audience, all those neuroscience branding triggers, your message to market match, appealing client brand journey, creating a brand marketing blend. These are all very important. So you can look at all these traditional marketing strategies: publicity, advertising, promotion, and then you look at your free advertising, which is using your online vehicles, your websites, your social media, marketing campaigns, blogs, networking, word of mouth. You can have your paid advertising, which we all understand, newspapers, magazines. It could be on online media as well, TV, radio, internet, billboards. Really fabulous. However, JumptheQ, we really look at something quite different. We develop a very different method based on your positioning, your platform, the brand presence you wish to establish. Our brand communication plan is quite simple. However, it's very strategic tactically, and it becomes quite sophisticated, and we incorporate that as the last action step within our training, Brand Yourself the Expert. And we do need to be thinking strategically. And you can see, as I've talked through all those items that you need to be thinking as part of your brand communication plan, it's not a simple one, but once you start to think about it and create it, it does become, it works like magic. And we obviously keep our IP around that, and it's one of those things where I've got no doubt there'd be many people that would like to own that, and that's something that we protect significantly, and it's only available to our clients and students. So here we are, we've literally completed Brand Yourself the Expert, the action steps within that. And if we just do a quick review, we've looked at our signature brand, we've determined our signature strategic plan, we've defined our signature product, we've dominated our signature client sales funnel, we've designed our signature content, we've developed our signature brand voice, we've devised our signature IP and copyright, we've decided our signature business model, we've deployed our signature series, and now we're delivering our signature communication plan. So I hope you've enjoyed those last 10 action steps. And they have been really nuts and bolts. They've been about how do we package your content and your expertise. And so now's the time, before we keep moving forward, for you to really seriously think about this journey that you're on with your brand. Dive across to brandyourselfblueprint.com, download our free resources, the Brand Yourself Blueprint, our work journal. Complete the work journal. That is a prerequisite for all of our training, and our clients, while they may enroll and make application, that really is the hurdle they must jump to come into our stable of clients. So if you have any questions, you'd like a free personal consult, leave a comment on Facebook, join our Facebook group JumptheQ, grab that ebook, like I said, complete the work journal, send any questions to myself, Rachel@rachelquilty.com, or info@jumptheq.com.au, or leave a note on any of the socials there. So that's the website you'll see there, brandyourselfblueprint.com. Look forward to having a chat tomorrow as we look at the first action step of Brand Yourself the Authority. Thanks again, everyone. Talk to you soon.